So you all know my mom's a big supporter of Question 6 and gay marriage, but I wanted you to hear from her exact thoughts without any talking to her. She doesn't even know I'm about to do this, so let's go. Hey, Mom. Guess what?
What?
You're on camera.
What now?
Yep.
Hello.
So, the viewers of YouTube are aware that you're such a supporter of same-sex marriage, even more than before.
Yes.
And I just wanted you to kind of tell people, no, leave that there, you can leave it alone,
Okay.
what your thoughts on same-sex marriage are, particularly in Maryland for Question 6.
Well, my whole point is, I keep thinking to myself, one day, hopefully when you're a very old person, that, number one, everybody, if they're a human being, deserves human rights. And, I wrote you all those little posters and things this morning, and one of the things that I said, which I meant completely, is that if you were born in America, you deserve, whether you're gay, straight, in between, you deserve the same rights that everybody else does. The right to love and be loved. And it's just like it was the women, in the 1800s, they had to fight to get the vote. And black people had to fight and go through all kinds of horrible things to get their civil rights. And I feel like, eventually you're going to have your civil rights, and you deserve them because you are part of the human race. And that's the way I feel. I didn't always feel like it was necessary for gay people to be able to be married, because I didn't like the word. I thought marriage should be just for, a woman and a man. But then it's like, I think I'm 52 years old, and I finally think that I've been educated, that it doesn't matter what you call it, it's the point that you deserve it, that it's the fair thing to do.
What do you tell people that are against it? Like, what do you say? Why should they vote for 6, or why should they vote for same-sex marriage? What do you tell them?
Well, I actually just did that a couple nights ago. Number one, I don't try to convince anybody to do anything. To each his own. But just a couple nights ago, I was talking to my mom and to Brett, who were on the fence with it. Not so much that they didn't believe you did, that they wanted to do it to help you because it's very important to you, but they simply were not going to vote because it was called, or they thought, but it wasn't even on the ballot, wasn't even put in the words as far as marriage like that, but that's what was going to keep them from voting, because they said, they don't think it's the same thing. It's not the same thing. Marriage shouldn't be between a man and a man, or a woman and a woman. And I said, but the thing is, and here's my point, one day, hopefully when you're very old, you'll be laying on your deathbed, and I only hope, because I'll be gone and everybody else will be gone, because you're one of the youngest ones in the family. I said, who's going to make the right decisions for you? And if you're suffering, who's going to make those decisions to pull the tubes or let you go? And I said, you need to have the person that you choose to be with, and if it's it's going to be another man, hopefully you'll have somebody, and maybe you would have been together 30, 40 years. That person, the person who loves you more than anything in the world, and that's only if I'm gone, should have the right to make the decision for you if you can't do that. And that's really what turned me around to the whole thing of having those rights, and being able to have insurance, and being able to have children together. And, you're a human being. You're born in America. You deserve every single right that everybody else has.
And in Maryland, Question 6, the way that it works is no clergy or no church is forced to perform the ceremony.
Right, absolutely. Nobody should be in America, nobody should be forced to do anything. But the thing is, I do believe in God. I'm a religious person. I was raised in a religious family, and I'm proud and happy about that. But the point is, I don't look at this. I know marriage, even straight people, a lot of people just get married on the beach.
And atheists, too.
Yeah, and they get married on the beach with somebody who's sent away for, a marriage, what is it called? To be able to marry people. And that's not religious either. So I look at it as like, this is not about religion, it's about rights. So that's how I look at it. It's about being able to have everything offered to you that is offered to anybody else, including insurance and especially health care, and making decisions when people are really in dire straits and they need help. Somebody that loves them needs to make the decision, not somebody who it could be court ordered to make the decision. You know, so that's why I feel the way I feel.
And Mom, did you know that there's a very popular YouTube channel called Gay Family Values called Dep Fox that are following us? They follow some of our videos.
Well, very good.
Yeah,
Right.
they're a gay family in California, and they actually just released did a movie, and they have 2 children that they adopted, and they're a big happy family. So they like to make these videos too. So shout out to Dep Fox for following us because we appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody has, as I said to you before, I'm going to say it again. Everybody has the right to love and be loved. Now, who's going to tell you? And I'll bring this up. And I work in OB in the nursery, so I see we've had plenty of gay. Mostly, it's really I've never had a lesbian couple, but we've had many gay men. And it is funny that we wouldn't have had. I've never had a lesbian couple, but plenty of gay men, and they adopt these babies that nobody else wants because they have all this love to give, and that's the only way they can have their own. And usually it's because one of them is the donor, but they don't know which one. They've both donated, but they don't know which one, won and which one made the baby. So they love that child equally. And it doesn't mean it's always going to work. Sometimes it isn't going to work. But I mean, I haven't had all that much luck in, the marriages that I've had. So I'd rather see, if somebody really wants to have children and raise them from the beginning, then that child has absolutely, there's nothing it's not going to scar a child, hurt a child in any way to be loved by 2 people. It doesn't matter who you're loved by as long as you're loved. I think it is different, and it did happen to you and your brothers, and it was very difficult to find out that your father was gay, and then your whole life turns upside down, and everything you thought was real is not real, and that, it about killed me. But that's not the way it happened. So let them get married from the beginning and have those children and raise them and love them because, I've seen all kinds of other people that, they shouldn't be married. They should never gotten married, and they're miserable. And I don't think they take it as seriously as maybe gay people would because gay people are fighting for it.
Yep.
So,
I think we should send this to Ellen DeGeneres. We need to get you on her show.
Send it.
I'm going to send it. All right, Mom. Love you.
Love you.
Let's try to see if I can get a kiss on camera with you. I don't know if you saw that, but that's a kiss in support.
6.
There you go.